Study tips for college. Hi guys, this is Emily from Essay Pro, and in this short video, we're going to give you actionable tips about becoming a more efficient student for college. Going to college is an exciting time for students. New people, new surroundings, new experiences, and the possibility of carving a better life for oneself. But all of this comes with a renewed amount of pressure and stress. You might have to leave your family and friends behind if you're moving to a different city. Old habits will die and new ones will be born. It's a time of change in the student's life. But one thing will remain constant, is the need to study. Studying is a very personal activity, lonely even. It's something most people do on their own, whether it is in their room, their den, or whatever else that helps them learn better. So when people go to college, all those study methods and places of inspiration might be gone, and they'll be forced to find new ones. And here's where Essay Pro comes in. Here are 5 actionable tips to help you resume your student life at college and become successful at it. Tip number 1. Change the scenery. Some places are simply not suitable for study time. Early evening in a student house or dinner time at home are bound to be rather noisy and hectic times. If you fail to find inspiration there, alter your surroundings. If you live in a temperate climate, a solitary bench in a park where you can hear the sounds of nature all around you might just be the place you need. Colder climates might keep you inside. Why not try and find a local library, for instance, or even a quaint bookshop that might have room to spare at the back? Tip number 2. Try to study with someone else. As we said, the act of studying tends to be a lonely affair. When we think about preparing for an exam, for example, we picture someone huddled over a pile of books inside a dimly lit room, drinking coffee after coffee and eyes red from lack of sleep. Stereotypical as this sounds, it's not far from the truth in many cases. But it doesn't need to be that way. Most colleges and other educational institutions offer study groups where students can gather together and share their studying experiences, offer tips and, of course, knowledge. Study groups are also great places to get to know college dynamics. So why not give it a try? Tip number 3. Find a routine that works for you. Humans are routine-friendly. That's just who we are. From an early age, we're conditioned to live under a certain routine. And though these routines might change over time, we all have a daily routine, whether we want to accept it or not. When it comes to studying, routines are a godsend. Allocating a certain amount of your daily time to study will help you be mentally ready for it, and you will know that study time is study time and nothing else. Whether this routine happens in the morning, afternoon, or in the middle of the night is irrelevant, as long as it works for you. Tip number 4. Learn to prioritize. College is a hectic time. Along with the social and mental challenge that college itself represents, you will likely be bombarded by multiple subjects to learn, lab time, field trips, and a myriad of other college-related activities. What this means is that you must learn how to prioritize tasks. Now, prioritization is certainly subjective and will largely be dependent on whatever classes and subjects you have chosen. Every student will be more apt to certain subjects and struggle with others. This is just the nature of the beast. Learn to focus on the latter and try to spend less time in those areas where you know you're best at. Tip number 5. Take studying seriously. This may sound like we're stating the obvious here, but we just want to make sure you get the message right. Take study seriously. College is a crucial part of your education, And though there's always the temptation to go to just one party or to skip classes, to go for a swim or whatever other leisure activity, always bear this in mind. How well or how bad you do in this college will play a major role in your future marketability. Companies will look at your track record, and college marks and results will be right up there at the top of prospective employers' lists. And that's all we have time for today. We hope you find these tips useful to improve your student's life. And finally, maybe you want to have great tips for your college life. Then use our promo code YouTube and be a legend. Just try it out, follow the link, and click on the big red banner at the top of the page. Want better writing? Use ASCII Pro.